Hey guys, so with Ultra Beast Gohan's banner now live, I wanted to do a video talking about whether or not I think it's wise to summon on this banner or not. Now, it is pretty difficult whenever we get a really powerful Ultra character, especially an Ultra character that is part of a big celebration like Anniversary or Legends Fest, to say for sure whether or not you should summon or not. So what I like to do is I like to look at the featured characters on the banner, and then also just take into consideration the banner format itself and compare what we have here on this banner to other banners that are currently live, like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku banner. We have the Diamond Goku banner, and then we also have the Part 1 banners as well, Vegito Blue and Rosé Goku Black. So the first thing I want to do is take a look at the featured characters here. So Ultra Beast Gohan, his banner is, as you would expect from an Ultra banner, not the greatest. So we'll talk about Beast in a second, but just to take a look at some of the other characters on here, we have Orange Piccolo. Now, one thing to keep in mind as well is we currently don't know what the Zenkai is going to be. For whatever reason, they were very secretive about the character getting a Zenkai. I think probably next week is when we'll get that. I'm recording this video the same day that Beast Gohan drops, so as of right now, we don't know who the next Zenkai is going to be. I guess it's possible it could be Orange Piccolo, but we don't know. So I'm going to have to just judge the banner with the knowledge of it could be anybody, right? So possibly Orange Piccolo could get a Zenkai, but I don't think it's super likely. Orange Piccolo is not particularly that great. Blue Beast Gohan is also not particularly that great, but I definitely think this guy is approaching the age. He's over 2 years old now. He's approaching the age where he can be definitely in line for not just a unique equipment, but potentially even a Zenkai Awakening. So just keep that in mind for this character. Red Cooler is on the table for a Zenkai as well. They have put this Red Cooler on a lot of banners recently. Typically when they do that, that does indicate that the Zenkai for the character is pretty close. So I would be pretty surprised if we made it to the 7th anniversary without this character getting a Zenkai. I think it's probably coming sooner than later. And then the last character that is an LF on here is Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Goku is probably the best character on here besides Beast, which is not really that good. I mean, Super Saiyan 3 Goku is not a bad character. He's a character that got a Zenkai Awakening relatively recently, just a few months ago. But I wouldn't really call him a character who is able to carry you, especially considering how much power creep we've got in the past few months with the movies campaign, with the Majin Buu Saga stuff, and now Legends Festival. It's going to be tough for this character to really carry his weight, but he's at least, competent, I would say. So overall, the LF character lineup on this banner is not good at all. And then even worse than that, I would say, are the 0.5% sparkings. We have Yellow Pan, who you really are not going to get a lot of value out of her. Same thing with this failed Fusion Gotenks. Red Glasses Gohan is not good. Magenta is not good. Pan, I mean, she was good for a long time, but we've just gotten to the point where Pan is going to be very difficult to find success with. This guy is certainly too old now. Same thing with Gamma 1, same thing with Gamma 2. And then we get to some of the 0.5% Zenkai characters, with Yellow Bardock being one of the more underwhelming Zenkais we got this year. And then this Goku just being super old as a Zenkai character. The one thing I'll mention about these characters is the reason they're on here is because they both Zenkai buff Gohan. In fact, I believe these are the only two Zenkai buffers for Ultra Gohan right now. So with all that in consideration, this banner is pretty damn bad. Like, the quality of featured characters on here besides Gohan himself are very bad. So when it comes down to Beast Gohan himself, what I really was looking for, and as of right now, I've only had experience using him once with his initial showcase, only at 5 stars with no Zenkai buffs, only for a limited number of matches. So I certainly need way more time to use him before I'm comfortable coming to any sort of definitive conclusions. But he definitely seems extraordinarily powerful to me, but I don't think he's at the level where it's like you need him or you can't play the game. This is not a Blue Beast Gohan situation. When Blue Beast Gohan dropped, you had Blue Beast Gohan, or you did not play the game. You could not play the game. That is certainly not what I think is happening right now with Ultra Beast Gohan. Do I think he's very good? Yes. Do I think he's in contention for best character in the game? I certainly think it's possible. I need more time with him, but I could see him being the best character in the game, but he's not gapping the entire game, at least from my limited experience so far. So with that information, would I say this is a must summon? Absolutely not. In fact, I would probably say this is a banner where you really don't even need to summon. But as I always say, for super mega hype ultra character releases like Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, all the fusions, Ultra UI Goku last year, Ultra UI Saiyan Goku, we had the blue Ultra Vegito, Ultra Blue Gogeta, Ultra Blue Vegito, and then the Ultra Super Vegito and Super Gogeta. I will always say the same thing, and I will continue to say this moving forward. I can't, in good faith, tell you guys to skip Ultra Beast Gohan. He is one of the most hyped characters ever, even though, you know, there are certainly some people that don't think that. I mean, we have gotten this guy once every year for the past 3 years. That is true. I'm not denying that. But an Ultra Beast Gohan is one of the most hyped characters we could have gotten here. It was between this guy and Master Ultra Instinct Goku. So I don't want to tell you guys to just straight up skip Ultra Beast Gohan. If you're going to enjoy the character, I would say summon. But would I say this banner is a must summon, or would I even recommend for people to summon on this banner? Speaking strictly from a value perspective, is this banner a good investment from your Chrono Crystals, for your Chrono Crystals? The answer is no. No, it is not. So that is my conclusion for should you summon on the Ultra Beast Gohan banner. And then I guess with that being said, where would I recommend you guys summon? I actually think this banner is pretty good. I actually also think the Rosé banner is good. Now, I don't think Rosé himself is a showstopper by any means, but the featured characters on here are pretty good. Omega, actually, I think Omega, believe it or not, actually gains some value from Ultra Beast Gohan dropping, because one thing Omega has that not a lot of other characters do is, if we take a look here, I think it's actually in the second unique ability, Omega, his cover null is uncancelable. Applies buff effect, nullifies enemy special actions that activate when changing cover to self for 10 timer counts, cannot be canceled. Why is that important? Well, Beast Gohan's counter gauge essentially functions the same as Goku and Frieza's counter gauge. So if Beast Gohan cover changes into a Rising Rush from Omega Shenron, Omega Shenron will not be countered. Beast Gohan will not be able to stop Omega Shenron's Rising Rush because he will have uncancelable cover null active. So Omega Shenron, I think, actually has gained some significant value. I mean, we're gonna have to see. Again, I need more time, but I think based off of just that, Omega Shenron has gained some more value there. I think Super 17 has gained some more value just being red. With so many yellows out now. I don't really know why they put these guys on here. If they weren't going to get a Zenkai, maybe they're getting a Zenkai soonish. No, not sure. Fusion Zamasu still very good. I would say Raid Shenron still competent. Frieza and Cell are competent. And then I'm not going to say Rosé is not competent. He's certainly a usable unit. I just think, you know, you have so many better yellows right now. But this banner is pretty good. I think this is a candidate for using CC for sure. Vegito Blue's banner, obviously Vegito himself is ridiculous, but this is kind of similar to the Gohan situation. Other than Vegito himself, you're not really using anyone on here. Like, who are you using? Mai? She's really good. Supreme Kai is good, but that's it. None of the LFs on here are really popping out to me. Sword of Hope Trunks can be okay with his unique equipment. I think this Trunks can be okay, but that's, you know, this is not really, I think, a banner where I'd recommend people summon on. If you're going to summon on this, you might as well just summon for Beast, like at that point. But Daima Goku, I think, actually has a lot of value as well. Number one, I think the lineup on here is pretty decent. I think Ultimate Gohan is pretty good. Now, definitely a character like Ultimate Gohan has gotten less value since Beast Gohan has dropped, because simply the matchup is not good for him. Even though he can pair well with him as a hybrid Saiyan, I probably expect to see this guy not being ran as often on hybrids with Beast Gohan. You're probably going to want to run like Ultra Super Saiyan 2 Gohan and the Gotenks over this character. But I think he's still a competent unit. At least he's got a lot going for him. And even though he's still, what, 5-6 months old at this point, I think he's still pretty good. Goku and Bardock can be okay with their unique equipment. The Gammas are pretty good with their unique equipment. I think it's very likely. I think the chances of one of these two characters Zenkaiing next week is like 90%. At least it's going to be one of these two guys, I'm pretty sure. My money is on Gogeta because he'll then end up Zenkai buffing probably Beast, the yellow movies, but that I think adds a lot more value here. Tamagami number 3 is one of the best 1% Sparkings that's released this entire year, so he's pretty solid. And that, you know, that's pretty much what we're looking at on here. But the other thing to mention here as well is not only is the lineup pretty decent, but also don't forget they have an event for this banner where Tamagami number 3 and Daima Super Saiyan Goku, you can actually get extra Z power for them from the event. So you get a little bit more value for summoning for these characters than you do for any other character. So I would actually probably recommend people summon for the Daima Goku banner. And, you know, these guys will probably end up pairing up very well with future Daima characters. We know Dragon Ball Daima is going to continue into 2025. We have a lot more episodes coming up. There's a very high chance they continue to drop major Dragon Ball Daima / weapon wielder characters moving forward that will synergize well with these guys. Right, we know this. I actually anticipate that one of the big tags they focus on, at least for the first half of 2025, probably will end up just being either weapon wielder or Daima or both. And these guys, of course, are able to fit on those teams. They're designed to fit on those teams. So this would be my recommendation for best value for your Chrono Crystal. This banner, I don't necessarily think is that good, actually. Right, we have the loser duo here, unfortunately. God Goku and Super Vegeta. This guy at this point is just too old. These guys are oh my god, yeah, this is the League of Losers here. We got God Goku, Super Vegeta, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and then this guy too was also really bad on release. Kid Boo's pretty solid still. This guy's okay with his equip. Videl's really bad. Evil Boo's good. Supreme Kai is good. That's about it. This banner is not great, actually, but so that's essentially going to wrap this up. Now that we have all the banners out for Legends Festival, I can't really say I would recommend people summon for Ultra Beast Gohan, but I can't tell you guys just to skip him. I can't, because it's freaking Ultra Beast Gohan, man. I would say this banner and actually the Rosé banner are probably the best value you're going to get from your CC. But at the end of the day, the decision is yours. Let me know which banners you guys have decided to summon on during Legends Fest. Let me know how your summons have went. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.